Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A structure erected to commemorate persons or events. A recognition of meritorious service. A written statement of facts submitted in conjunction with a petition to an authority. A burial vault, usually for some famous person. A structure erected to commemorate persons or events. An important site that is marked and preserved as public property. A ceremony to honor the memory of someone or something. A recognition of meritorious service. The ability to recall past occurrences. A recognition of meritorious service. The commercial activity involved in repairing old structures or constructing new ones. Their main business is home construction. The act of constructing something. During the construction we had to take a detour. An interpretation of a text or action. They put an unsympathetic construction on his conduct. The creation of a construct. The process of combining ideas into a congruous object of thought. A group of words that form a constituent of a sentence and are considered as a single unit. I concluded from his awkward constructions that he was a foreigner. A thing constructed. A complex entity constructed of many parts. She wore her hair in an amazing construction of whorls and ribbons. Drawing a figure satisfying certain conditions as part of solving a problem or proving a theorem. The assignment was to make a construction that could be used in proving the Pythagorean theorem. The people in a society considered as a system organized by a characteristic pattern of relationships. Sociologists have studied the changing structure of the family. A particular complex anatomical part of a living thing and its construction and arrangement. He has good bone structure. A thing constructed. A complex entity constructed of many parts. The structure consisted of a series of arches. Give a structure to. I need to structure my days. The complex composition of knowledge as elements and their combinations. His lectures have no structure. The manner of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts. Artists must study the structure of the human body. Approval. Give her recognition for trying. The process of recognizing something or someone by remembering. A politician whose recall of names was as remarkable as his recognition of faces. The state or quality of being recognized or acknowledged. The partners were delighted with the recognition of their work. Coming to understand something clearly and distinctly. A sudden recognition of the problem he faced. An acceptance, as of a claim, as true and valid. The recognition of the Rio Grande as a boundary between Mexico and the United States. Biology. The ability of one molecule to attach to another molecule that has a complementary shape. Molecular recognition drives all of biology. For instance, hormone and receptor or antibody-antigen interactions are the organization of molecules into larger biologically active entities. Designation by the chair granting a person the right to speak in a deliberative body. He was unable to make his motion because he couldn't get recognition by the chairman. The explicit and formal acknowledgement of a government or of the national independence of a country. Territorial disputes were resolved in Guatemala's recognition of Belize in 1991. A short note recognizing a source of information or of a quoted passage. Ascribe an achievement to. She was not properly credited in the program. An accounting entry acknowledging income or capital items. An estimate, based on previous dealings, of a person's or an organization's ability to fulfill their financial commitments. Approval. He was given credit for his work. Arrangement for deferred payment for goods and services. Recognition by a college or university that a course of studies has been successfully completed, typically measured in semester hours. Accounting. Enter as credit. We credit your account with $100. An entry on a list of persons who contributed to a film or written work. The credits were given at the end of the film. Give someone credit for something. We credited her for saving our jobs. Have trust in. Trust in the truth or veracity of. Money available for a client to borrow. Used in the phrase, to your credit, in order to indicate an achievement deserving praise. She already had several performances to her credit. The property of holding together and retaining its shape. Considerable capital, wealth or income. The idea that is intended. What a communication that is about something is about. The choicest or most essential or most vital part of some idea or experience. A particular kind or species of matter with uniform properties. Shigella is one of the most toxic substances known to man. Material of a particular kind or constitution. The immune response recognizes invading substances. The real physical matter of which a person or thing consists. DNA is the substance of our genes. What a communication that is about something is about. What a communication that is about something is about. A communication, usually brief, that is written or spoken or signaled. He sent a 3-word message. Send a message. Send a message to. She messaged the committee. Send as a message. She messaged the final report by fax. The state of being contented with your situation in life. He relaxed in sleepy contentedness. The amount that can be contained. What a communication that is about something is about. Satisfied or showing satisfaction with things as they are. A contented smile. The sum or range of what has been perceived, discovered, or learned. Something, a person or object or scene, selected by an artist or photographer for graphic representation. Usually plural, everything that is included in a collection and that is held or included in something. He emptied the contents of his pockets. Make content. I am contented. Satisfy in a limited way. He contented himself with 1 glass of beer per day. The proportion of a substance that is contained in a mixture or alloy, etc. A monument built to honor people whose remains are interred elsewhere or whose remains cannot be recovered. A stone that is used to mark a grave. The central building block at the top of an arch or vault. Memorial consisting of a very large stone forming part of a prehistoric structure, especially in Western Europe. Memorial consisting of a very large stone forming part of a prehistoric structure, especially in Western Europe. A memorial made of brass. A monumental archway, Usually they are built to commemorate some notable victory. Memorial consisting of a structure or natural landmark of historic interest, set aside by national government for preservation and public enjoyment. All the gods of a religion. A monument commemorating a nation's dead heroes. Antiquity, a temple to all the gods. A memorial made of brass. Pathology, a small abnormal patch on or inside the body. The persons, or committees or departments etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. A wind instrument that consists of a brass tube, usually of variable length, that is blown by means of a cup-shaped or funnel-shaped mouthpiece. A memorial made of brass. Impudent aggressiveness. The section of a band or orchestra that plays brass instruments. An alloy of copper and zinc. An ornament or utensil made of brass. Impressive monuments created in the ancient world that were regarded with awe. Impressive monuments created in the ancient world that were regarded with awe. A monument built to honor people whose remains are interred elsewhere or whose remains cannot be recovered. A stone that is used to mark a grave. A stone that is used to mark a grave. An inscription on a tombstone or monument in memory of the person buried there. A summary statement of commemoration for a dead person. A collection of writings published in honor of a scholar. A stone obelisk built in Washington in 1884 to honor George Washington, 555 feet tall. A massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.